Says we're live. So we need a camera person.
Hey, Nigel, would you be able to run the camera today? It's, can you for like 5 minutes till we get somebody else to replace it? Test. I don't hear anything on the mic. I don't hear anything.
Okay, now we're looking at
Test. Okay. Test.
We gotta set the audio settings.
So it'll be under the sound settings of the Windows.
Yeah, look at mine. Can you see mine? Go to audio and OBS.
Hold on just a second. Let me do something else first. All right. Audio.
So you go in the settings, so audio.
Okay.
And you want the mic auxiliary audio. Mine says the device is not connected, but that's because I'm not connected to the.
All right. Yeah. Try it again.
And you're in the drop down menu, you're gonna want the. Oh, what's it? The one that says codec.
Yeah, we got it. Microphone USB codec.
Try it again.
Yes, that's the one you want.
Test.
Oh, we're listening to.
Fine, okay.
They're listening to us troubleshoot.
That's okay. Oh, that's coming through. That is.
All right. Ken, start talking. Let's see if.
Yep.
Test.
Start just calling it so we can get on billing.
Right, we're here at South Metro with the summer exhibition between the Beaver Creek Beavers and the Mason Comets. We're a minute 45 into the first period.
Start talking.
Test.
Absolutely horrible.
We're here at
Yeah, you're on. You're live.
There's latency.
the Mason Comets are in their black uniforms with green and white trim. The Beaver Creek Beavers in their home cream colored sweaters with black trunks. Grayson Atkins in goal for Beaver Creek. Is that Gabe down there?
Pretty sure, yes.
Gabe Horseman, we believe, in goal for Beaver Creek down at the other end of the rink. No score. Here's a shot, and it's wide of the Mason goal. And we've got a face off as the puck pops up over the glass into the netting. Beavers coming off a 3-3 tie with Springboro yesterday. So if it'll be Leist or Least, Leist, wins the draw. Back come the Comets the other way. Here's a puck carried behind the net by James of Mason. Beavers come back with it over the Mason line, but that is offside as Chase Newroth tried to work in front of the Mason net. The play is whistled down, and we'll have a face-off. At center ice, just outside the Mason zone. No score 3 minutes in from the draw. Shot, and Atkins able to smother that. Beavers coached by Greg Gutterman. The Mason Comets by Jim Canham. From the face-off in the Mason zone, it's dumped to center ice by James into the Beaver zone. Shot. And did they score on that one? Wow, a score by the Comets. And it looks like it was Albers. And the Comets are up 1-0. So 3:15 into the first period, and Mason takes a 1-0 lead. Puck dumped into the Comet zone. Chased down behind the net by a guy with a sweater on, with a sweatshirt, warm-up shirt on. I don't know who that is. Beavers are able to steal the puck. Here's Callender flipping to the right point. It's stripped away, and back comes Pitcher for the Mason Comets. He slides it in on net, and Horseman able to stop that and hold on to it. Mason Comets on a goal by Finn Albers. Finn Albers was the goal scorer. Puck down in the Beaver end. There's a shot that's blocked, and the Beavers come back. Trying to move in with it was Malik. He's checked, and the puck is carried back by Canham of Mason. Wraparound shot, and that's broken up. Now it comes in on net, and Horseman able to stop that, and he'll hold on to it. .25 to play first period. Mason leading at 1-0. Face off down at the other end. Tyler trying to hold it in. There's a puck flipped in front of the Beaver net, and it deflects off to the right wing boards. Several players pile up there. Puck kicks free into the right wing corner. Trying to dig it out for the Beavers was Evan Schrader. And it kicks down the ice into the Mason zone. Tyler back to get it. Mason Tyler up to Hurr. Hurr. Beavers take the puck away at center. That's dumped into the Mason zone. Tyler slides it back out, moves it up ahead for Leist. Puck came off of his stick. Tyler holds it in, left point. Right wing pass from Max Kennedy. There are two Kennedys on this Mason team, Max and Seamus. 9 minutes to play, first period. Mason up 1-0. Puck is taken off the stick of Newroth by Albers. Pass up on the left wing for Pitcher. Pitcher lost it. Loose at center. Beavers pick it up. Callender tried to control it, but it's moved it into the Beaver zone. Albers after the puck along the right wing boards. Albers trying to send it in front, and a shot, and right on, and Gabe Horseman, the save, the big hoss. He'll hold on to it with 8:21 to go in the first period. Did they score on that one? Okay. Well, I can't see all the way down there, folks. I beg your pardon. Who did you see who got it? James? Oh, thanks. Okay. No, that's great. Yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it down there. Oh, good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I need all the help I can get. So James, the goal. So 2-0 for the Mason Comets. Puck is centered right in front of the Comet goal, but it comes up to Albers. He intercepts it and carries back into the Beaver zone. There's a shot wide of the Beaver Creek net. Approaching the midway point of this first period with the Mason Comets up 2-0. Puck shot right in front of the Mason net. After it for the Beavers was Haywood. Couldn't control it. It's over into the right wing side. It's picked up for the Comets by Albers. Racing across center into the Beaver zone. Shoots. And it's wide. So we've got Albers and James with the goals for Mason. And that's Finn Albers and Andy James. .657 to play first period. Face off after the Beaver Creek icing violation back in their zone in the left wing circle. Puck is cleared, and we're going to do it all over again. It's another icing against Beavers. Face off again, left wing circle down at the other end. From the draw, puck carried out by the Beavers to center ice. Several players fight for it there, and they go down like bowling pins. Puck slides in behind the Mason net. After it, Newroth for Beaver Creek. He and a Mason player tangle up and go down in the corner, and that was one of the Kennedy brothers, I think. And Rodway, Kieran Rodway. And we'll have a whistle and a face-off. It's going to be Least against Mr. Haywood. Six minutes to play in the opening period. Good start for the Mason Comets. They're up 2-0. Loose puck picked up by the Beavers. There's a shot and a save by Atkins. Loose puck. Haywood centers, and it's right in front of the goal crease, but no Beaver there was able to tip it. Now a shot, and they score! That's the shotgun, Hayden Drake. He whistles one in from the top of the slot and gets the Beavers on the board. It's now 2-1, Mason. .536 to go in the period. Hictor at center ice wins the draw for the Comets. There's a shot wide of the Beaver net from the end board carom. It comes out to the left point. Beaver is able to get the puck out. Now carrying in is Albers. And there's a whistle, and we've got a hooking minor coming up. Did you guys see who went in?
Checking for, asking for updates from the box.
Oh, okay. So a hooking minor on the Beavers gives Mason a power play with a 2-1 lead. 5 minutes to play in the period. Puck loose in the left wing corner. Pass back. Albers shot wide. After it, James passes back to the point. Albers, he's rammed into the boards there by one of the Beavers. Albers retains the puck and shoots one, and that's wide. Wraparound chance for James, and Horseman able to cover it. 4:21 left in the period, 1:12 left in the Beaver Creek power play chance. Left wing circle face off. From the draw, Albers a shot. And Horseman down on the ice is able to cover that up. Another face off in the left wing circle. Looks like pitcher for Mason. Wins the draw. Puck back to the point. On the right side, Albers sends it behind the net. Comets trying to get the puck in front of the Beaver cage. Right wing pass. Banged off the end boards to the right wing side. Beavers trying to come away with it. And there's some pushing and shoving along the boards. Comets come away with the puck. They have 25 seconds left in a power play. Here is James moving in, and his shot is wide of the Beaver net. Loose puck in the left wing corner. Several players fighting for the puck there. It's dug out by the Comets, and there's a Comet player that goes down. That's Best. And puck comes in on net, and Horseman covers it. Power play has been killed off by Beaver Creek. 3:05 to go in the period, with Mason leading it 2-1. From South Metro Sports Plex in Centerville. Mason Tyler tied up along the boards. He and one of the Beavers, I can't tell who that is, that's Callender, fighting for the puck. It kicks free. Beavers have not had a lot of offensive zone time in this first period, it seems like. It's been good defense of their own blue line by the Mason Comets. Here is Kennedy. Shoots it into the Beaver zone. Out of the crease to cover it is Horseman. And that will result in a face-off with 2:18 to play in the period. It's been Albers and James for Mason, Drake for Beaver Creek. From the face-off in the Beaver zone. Beaver Creek again in the cream-colored sweaters. They're trying to get the puck out. It's played at his own blue line for the Comets by Max Kennedy. Kennedy to Rodway. Here in Rodway, he'll dump it in the Beaver zone. Into the corner. Back to get it there was Vandenboss. Beavers trying to clear their zone. Puck carried into the Mason zone for the Beavers by Haywood. He's stripped of the puck. Kennedy moves it up the left wing boards. But there's a shot as one of the Mason players goes down before he can try to get the puck out of the zone. That was her. And the Beavers got a shot away, and that was wide of the net. Comets have it. Here's James. Stick into center ice. Over the Beaver line. Drops it off. It's shot into the left wing corner of the Beaver zone, or the right wing corner, I beg your pardon. Under a minute to play in the period. Half a minute to go in period number 1. Puck dumped in off the left wing boards into the Beaver zone. There's 10 seconds left. There's a shot. And they score. That is James again. And boy, that's a killer. Any goals with under a minute to play in a period there is bad news, especially under 10 seconds. It's now 3-1. And the buzzer will sound the end of the period. So Andy James gets 2 goals in the period. And Finn Albers gets 1 for the Comets. The lone Beaver goal scored by Hayden Drake. A score after 1. It's Mason 3 and Beaver Creek 1. Got a message from Andy M. Hello. We got Nancy Jeske says, "Go Creek." Our pal Cherie, executive producer, says, "Sounds good. Go Creek." Hello to Cherie and the whole Champagne tribe. Tony Vandenboss says, "Go Creek." Thanks for bringing us the game. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate that. Sunday afternoon hockey. It's what, about 85 degrees outside?
The same amount of humidity.
The teams will switch sides. Comets out on the ice. The Beavers getting some counsel from Coach Greg Gutterman and his staff after what was a very shaky first period. The Beavers really could not maintain any offensive pressure on the Comets. And didn't defend the net very well. The 3 goals. So they are going to look for better things in the second period. And the Beavers in the cream sweaters, black trunks. The Comets in the black uniforms with green trim. From the draw, here come the Comets. Here is a shot, and they score. And that is Albers. Finn Albers, his second of the game. And Drew Vandenbos has some words of encouragement for goalkeeper Gabe Horseman. It's now 4-1 in favor of Mason. Here's a Comet rush again into the Beaver zone. Carrying it behind the net is Albers. Wraps it around. Drops it back to the right point. Now pass in front. Right in front, a shot. And a save by Horseman. Rebound is kicked wide. Another shot, pad save. Rebound is loose in front. And now the Beavers are able to get it out of the defending zone. James at center is spun around by the Beavers' Evan Schrader. 4-1 in favor of the Mason Comets. Pass at center, intercepted by pitcher of Mason. Carries into the corner, centers. There's a chance and a nice play on defense by Vandenbos. Drew Vandenbos stripped the puck away off a Comet player right before he was able to pull the trigger on a shot. Now a shot at the other end. Adkins makes the save, and is Mason half and half team this year again, where they're? Oh, okay. Yeah. Two minutes in period number 2. The Comets up 4-1. Adkins has the puck at the other end, and we'll have a face-off as the Beavers change lines with 12:48 to play. From the drone. Got it at the other end, and flat on the ice is Adkins. He's got it. He was able to keep the puck out. And another face-off coming down in the Mason end. Chase Newroth will take it for the Beavers. From the face-off, a shot. And they score! And that is the shotgun once again, Hayden Drake. From the face-off, and the Beavers now cut the Comet lead in half, and it's now 4-2. So Hayden Drake, both goals now for the Beavers. And the Comet goals have been split between 2 players with 2 apiece. Pitcher moves the puck around. Newroth trying to check him. Puck comes up, picked up by McKernan. He lost it. Comets come back. Puck loose right in front of the Beaver net, and two of the Comet players collide. That was Leist and Kennedy, but they're okay. 3 minutes into the period, 4-2. Both teams have scored a goal in this second period. Kennedy drops it back. Puck is poke checked away. Here come the Beavers the other way. Here's a shot. And that was a chance for Haywood, and the shot wide. Loose puck in front of the Comet net. And they score! The Beavers score once again. Who was it?
21.
Hey, Chase Newroth with a goal. And now is 4-3 in favor of Mason. With 11.5 to go in the second. And face off at center, and that's going to be Ethan Malik. Taking the draw, Comets win. Here's a chance, a shot, and they score! That was a tip in. And who is the young fella in the green? Okay, so the unknown Comet on a beautiful setup. And they had a guy on each side of the net, and Horseman really didn't have a chance. A nice play by the Comets, but again, the young fellow that scored the goal is in just a warm-up jersey, so we don't know who he is. There's a shot the other way. So it's 5-3 now, Mason. And a whistle at the other end. With just under 11 minutes to play in the second period. Hayden Drake gives Gabe Horseman a pat on the pad, saying, we'll get it going. Chase Newroth takes the draw for Beaver Creek. The Comets win it. There's a centering pass off the side of the net. Kicked ahead for the Beavers by McKernan to neutralize. Dumped right back in. Drake trying to clear. It's knocked down right in front of the net. Poke checked away by Horseman himself. Beavers can't clear it. There's a shot from the center point that's high. And trying to make a play from behind the net, but the puck is intercepted by Horseman, and he will hold on to it. Face off Newroth against Kennedy. Or correction, Rodway. Rodway wins it from behind the net. Albers centers, shot wide from the top of the slot. Comets trying to put some pressure on the Beaver net, trying to increase what is already a 2-goal lead at 5-3. Pitcher along the boards, left point, right point pass. Puck, a pass intended for Albers, intercepted, cleared, not out, taken away. Pitcher is by Drake in the corner, and the puck spins around for the Beavers, Zach Vandenboss. And it's cleared away, and that'll be icing against Beaver Creek as the puck carried the length of the rink the other way. 9:36 to play in period number 2. And it's going to be Ethan Malik. And on the face-off, and there's a puck comes in on Horseman. That is recorded as a shot on goal. He smothers it, and we'll have a face-off again. Malik for Beaver Creek against Kieran Rodway from the face-off. Puck tipped over to the left wing side. Here's a play from behind the net by Albers. Backhand shot, and the save made by Horseman. Another shot by the Comets is wide of the left post. Rink wide pass for the Comets comes out to center ice, so they have to vacate the attacking zone. 9 minutes to play in the period. Loose puck, Beavers, Vanden Boss cleared not out, held in by the Comets. Albers right in front, but the puck rolled off his stick right before he could try to get a backhand shot away point blank on Horseman. Puck still in the Beaver Creek zone, tangled up along the left wing side. Now it's cleared out by the Beavers. Puck played by Atkins. Puck comes to center, dumped in by Vanden Boss. Comets clear back out. Now here's the shotgun. Here's Hayden Drake. Trying to stick handle around a Comet player. Still has it. Pulls the trigger wide of the Comet net. Loose puck comes back to the Beaver line. Played by Drake. Drake. Pass is tipped away, and that's offside at the Mason blue line. Looks like the Comets are going to change goalkeepers now at the midway point of the game. We're almost at the midway point. So now it'll be Sabera. Kanoa, is that how he says his name? Kanoa Sabera. Now, yesterday, the Beavers played their backup goalkeeper, Talon Patterson, all game long, so Horseman probably will play the entire game today. Did they split yesterday? Oh, okay. Well, I beg your pardon. It's midway point of the game right now, so we'll see if Horseman will give way to Patterson. Hey, is down back in the Mason zone. Smith has it. He crashes into the net and knocks the Comet cage loose, and that will result in a face-off. And now, just as our producer, director Craig Newroth predicted, it is. Now, wait a minute. Yes, Talon Patterson. He had the C on his jersey. He's
from last year.
Oh, it's from last year. Oh, that's Ian's.
Ian's jersey.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought, gosh, a rookie is a team captain. Wow. That's the All-Star Ian Champine's jersey from last year. So 7 minutes to go, a little bit under 7 minutes. 5-3 Comets. So now it is Talon Patterson in goal for Beaver Creek and Kanoa Sabera for Mason. Comets a shot and a blocker pad save by Patterson. Her for Mason, checked by Smith of Beaver Creek. Puck loose as Her goes down, and the puck is away by the Beavers. Icing waved off as the puck was touched at center, I guess, by one of the Mason players. Puck now in the Mason zone at the other end. And cleared back into the Beaver Creek end. Picked up by the Beavers right there by Zach Vandenboss. Bangs it off the boards down the ice, and that'll be icing on Beaver Creek with 5.5 to play in period number 2.
The no number on the Mason goal
Mhm.
was Cody Roth.
Roth.
Yep.
Okay, so, huh?
Is it rough?
Roth, R-O-T-H?
Oh, I have
Roth.
RUFF.
Maybe that's,
Oh.
I'm just getting text from the score sheet,
From who?
from
The
score
scores
sheet team.
table.
Oh, yeah?
It could be
Well,
Roth.
that's our people. It's in our, team thing. But I don't-
So it's RUFF for rough.
That's what I have, but you might
Okay.
be right, I'm not, I don't know.
I'll call him rough. I don't have any problem with rough. So Cody Ruff, we're told, was the other goal scorer for Mason. There's a tip, and it's just wide. Albers going for a hat trick. And he had a great setup, a backdoor feed, and his tip was just up high and wide as the angle of his stick blade was a little bit up, and it tipped the puck high and wide, or Mr. Albers, or James, rather, that was James, would have had a hat trick. Whether it was Albers or James, either one of them would have had the hat trick because they both have 2 goals. From the face-off in the Beaver zone, Vandenboss flips it up over the glass, and we'll have a face-off. 4:48 to play in the second. James against Newroth from the face-off. Puck is chipped up high, right in front of the Beaver net, and it's picked up by Callender. He gets the puck out of harm's way and clears it down the ice, and that'll be an icing on Beaver Creek. .435 to play in the second. Are there any more scrimmages this summer, Craig?
That's it.
This is it?
Yeah, August goes into no contact and
Is it August 1st?
I thought you guys were talking yesterday. Greg was trying to get another
I
game.
was trying to get Troy, but if we run out of time,
I
Oh,
haven't heard anything about that one.
oh, okay.
This may be it.
So after this, it's what, November? Beginning of November?
first.
Go up to Toledo.
Oh, you go to Toledo in October. 4 minutes to play in the period. Puck in the Comet zone, the right wing corner. About 4 different players trying to dig it out. Here comes Mason right toward us. Here is Ruff. Drops it off. Fighting for it. Pitcher centers. Tipped wide. Save. Patterson keeps it out. And now the whistle blows. Did the net come loose? Yeah, it did. Wow. What a sequence. Talon Patterson, the sophomore goalie. He was shifting from one side of the crease to the other on his knees to keep that puck out, and I think he made a couple of saves on that play to keep the score where it is. 3 Mason. From the draw, puck chipped to center ice by the Beavers' Matt Haywood. He's checked. The puck kicked into the Beaver zone, cleared out by Zach Vandenboss. 3 minutes to go in the period. Here's Hayden Drake looking for a hat trick. His shot steered aside by Sabera. Now their shot in front. Sabera stops that. A couple of players pile on in front of him, and the whistle blows. 2:46 to go in period number 2. Chase Newroth takes the draw for Beaver Creek. Couldn't see the number of the Mason player. Beavers win the draw. Puck tangled up in the right wing corner of the Mason zone. Comets come away with it cleared to the blue line, not out. Beavers hold it in. Now here come the Comets trying to rush the other way. They'll dump and chase into the corner. Puck centered. It's off the net, intercepted by Drake. He'll bang it off the boards, but not out. Puck centered by the Comets as they intercepted the puck. Her trying to hold it in, along with Tyler. But the Beavers carried into the Mason zone. Drake, top of the slot. Shot wide of the net. Newroth in the corner. Now behind the net. Drops it back for Drake. It's poke checked away. Minute and a half to go in the period. And now we've got a whistle. As the puck is cleared down the ice, it's icing on Beaver Creek. New players on the ice. Well, Drake will stay on. And we've also got Malik, who's going to take the face-off. And also Schrader, Vandenboss, and Callender is the Beaver lineup at the moment. Here's a play by the Comets. Albers. And the save is made by Patterson to Rob Albers. A minute 18 to go in the period. From the face-off. Shot blocked. Schrader will slide it down the ice on net, and Sabera makes the stop. Face-off now down in the Mason zone. From the face-off, puck comes back to the blue line in the Mason zone. Comets get it out. 1 minute left in the period. Away for the puck at center now. Smith will dump it in for Beaver Creek into the Mason zone. After it, Newroth. Newroth passes back to the point. There's a shot. And Sabera makes the stop. 33 to go in period number 2. Comets change lines. Now the face-off, puck dropped, and puck kicks free back to center, back to the Beaver Creek line, into the Beaver zone. After it is Albers. Albers drops it to Pitcher. Pitcher back to Albers, side of the net. Shot. Save Patterson. Puck still loose. And does he have it? Patterson has the puck in his catching mitt. Wow. How do you like that? My goodness. Acrobatic save by Patterson as he sprawls down across the goal mouth, and he's able to keep the puck out with 10 seconds to play in the period. from the draw on the Beaver zone. Puck is picked up by Albers, and he slides it right on net. And again, Patterson the save right at the buzzer. So some nice play in net by the Beavers sophomore goalie, Talon Patterson, to keep the score 5-3. After 2 periods of play, we have had 2 goals each for the Comets by Finn Albers and by Andy James, and 1 goal by Ruff. And then the Beaver goals, 2 by Hayden Drake, 1 by Chase Newroth. So it's 5-3.
So the only 2 new ones.
2 new ones. Tony Vandenboss says, way to go, Hayden. Way to go, Chase. So thanks. Nice to hear from Tony today. They're not going to cut the ice, are they?
No, no.
Yeah, the teams are huddled around their benches. Coach Jim Canham of Mason, Greg Gutterman of Beaver Creek. Beavers in a 3-3 tie yesterday against Springboro, the newest member coming back to the Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League this season, the Springboro Panthers. A great game yesterday, 3-3. And today, the Mason Comets, they've led all the way. They had a 3-1 lead after 1, and after 2, now it's 5-3. As we get ready for the 3rd period. Kent Jacobs along with Craig Newroth and Dave Vandenboss. Craig, the camera operator, and Dave's the producer today. With a virtual assist from our pal Cherie.
You've got this schedule there.
Oh, thanks.
Kind of looking at some of the things happening month to month.
Oh, good. Thanks.
I wear shorts yesterday. You did? Yeah. I had a sweatshirt. Yeah. Suffer. Feel really bad for you. Yeah. Passion.
All right, folks. Half a minute before puck drop for the 3rd period.
You're not gonna give it a sun. That's my sister's favorite. You do, but you're just not special enough. Right by the right house.
Sabera
And it's hungry.
in net now for Mason. And his back is to us right below. Talon Patterson now in his first full period of work at the other end of the ice. As both teams split their goalies in between at the middle of the game. Puck is dropped, and dumped into the Mason zone from the opening draw for the third period. And the Comets ice the puck the other way. And Beaver Creek in their cream colored sweaters and black trunks. The Mason Comets in all black uniforms with green and white trim. Face off. Broadway shot, stick save, rebound. And Canham trying to clear it. And he does. Nice stick save from Kanoa Sabera to keep the score at 5-3. Well, here is Garrett Herr the other way. Into the Beaver zone, checked along the left wing boards, and the puck is dumped back down the ice. Grant Herr, I said Garrett Herr, I beg your pardon, for Mason. Face off in the Beaver zone. Looks like it's going to be Tyler taking the draw for Mason. Tyler tries to center the puck. It's broken up. Picked up there by James, Andy James. Back for Kennedy, Max Kennedy. Puck banged off the wall down into the Mason zone. Comets back to get it. That's Pitcher. Pitcher will drop it off to the other side. Beavers hold it in the Mason zone. Puck flipped high into the opposite corner. Cleared, not out, held in by the Beavers. There's a shot blocked. Trying to pick it up was James. Here's Andy James into the Beaver zone. James stops, left wing corner. Centers. It's tipped in front, and the puck comes out behind the net now. Puck flipped in front again. Down is Patterson, and what do they say? One of the Comet players, Kennedy, raised his arms up like he thought they scored, but I don't think that's the case, or is it? Yeah, they do. They did score. So from the pileup in front, I couldn't see what was going on. One of the Comet players, Kennedy, raised his arms, and they did score. And do we have any idea who got it? They're going to tell you? Okay. So 6-3 now, the Mason Comets.
17 goal, 98, 61 with the assist.
So that is a hat trick now for Andy James. How about that? Now shot the other way, Sabera the save, and so 6-3, the Comets, they have had the upper hand all day long. Here's Tyler flipping it off into the corner for Albers. Albers is checked there by Beaver Creek's Hayden Drake, and we'll have a face-off. Albers against Newroth. Chase wins the draw, but the puck is stolen by Grant Herr. Moves it up for Albers. He's tripped up and goes down. No call on that play. We're 3 minutes into the third period. Mason leading it 6-3. There is Albers. Carries it into the right wing corner as he's run into the boards there. Puck kicks all the way to the opposite wing. Trying to chase the puck down was Grant Herr. He slides it behind the Beaver net. Now it comes out to the blue line. Teams change on the fly with 11:10 to go in the game. Here's a chance for the Beavers. A shot! And they score! Case Newroth with his second goal of the game. And that keeps the Beavers alive in this one. They now trail at 6-4 with a little over 11 minutes to play.
17 with the assist.
Hayden Drake gets an assist on that play. There's a shot the other way. Save Patterson. Rebound kicks away to the boards. Comets trying to hold it in at the blue line. But the Beavers come away with it. Drake, he'll dump it in off the dasher board around into the corner. Puck dropped back to the point. It's tipped away, and coming back is James. All the way to the other end, a shot. And it's either a save or it's wide. I couldn't tell from this vantage point, but James was going for his fourth goal of the game. Here he is again. He passes on the right wing for Rodway. It's intercepted. Comets get it back. Here is the ever-present James once again, Andy James. What a game he's had on left wing for Pitcher. Pitcher sidesteps a couple of checks. Carries into the Beaver zone on right wing. Pitcher, he's a big boy. So is James. Yeah, they got a couple of big players out there, these Mason Comets. 9.5 to go. We are emanating from South Metro Sportsplex in Centerville. Mason Comets in this summer scrimmage game, leading the Beaver Creek Beavers 6-3. And now the puck up pops over the glass. We'll have a face-off in the Mason zone. Face off, Newroth wins it. Puck tangled up top of the slot, and Ruff is able to get it out of harm's way to clear it to the boards. Beavers still have it. There's a centering pass that's broken up. And Haywood, a couple of attempts to center the puck by Matt Haywood of Beaver Creek. But the Comets clear it. Clock stopped as well. Teams change with a stoppage of play. It was 8:56 to play. Well, if the Beavers could get the next goal, they would be right back in it, trailing by 2. If the Comets get the next goal, it might be the coup de grace. Here's a shot and comes in on Sabera from center. He stops it, clears it back to neutral ice. Beavers carry it back in. Pass intercepted by Pitcher of Mason. Pitcher into the Beaver zone. Shot. And he scores. Jeff Pitcher, he's takes it all the way down the ice. His first goal of the game. Jeff Pitcher. And that makes it now 7-4 in favor of Mason. From the draw, shot bounces in on Sabera, and trying to dive to get a tip on it was Chase Newroth, and he gives goalkeeper Sabera a little playful tag saying, hey, I was going to try to get it. From the face-off in the Mason zone, Pitcher. Loses the puck behind him. 8 minutes to play in this one with the Mason Comets up 7-4. Here is a chance the other end by James, and Patterson is able to smother that one. It's off. It's just outside the Beaver zone. Approaching the midway point of this third period. The Comets, having outscored the Beavers in this period 2-1, have solidified their lead now back to 3 goals at 7-4. Here's a chance for the Beavers. As Callender carried in, he's checked from behind by Kieran Rodway. Beavers trying to hold the puck in. It comes over to Rodway on right wing. He's checked by Callender as he heads to the bench. Beavers pass up for Haywood. Haywood drops it off. Tyler intercepts. Tyler being checked by Haywood and a couple other Beavers. Rodway and a couple other Comets there in a big wrestling match for the puck along the left wing corner. Tyler and Smith. Beavers hold the puck in. Here's a shot by Drake, and a blocker pad save parries the puck away by Sabera. Nice effort by Shotgun Drake to get the shot away. 6 minutes to go in this one. Comets up 7-4. They're in the black uniforms with the green trim. Out here is Ruff. Ruff drops it off to Pitcher. Pitcher around a check into the Beaver zone. And he picks it back up in behind the net. Pitcher trying to shake off a couple of Beavers. And now the Beavers clear the puck. Puck is stolen from behind by Smith. It's off a stick now to Haywood, a shot! And he scores! And that was Smith from Haywood. How about that? What a play. Haywood to Smith. They're able to tip it in. And that makes it 7-5. So the Beavers are still kicking. James Smith, senior forward, gets the goal, and here come the Beavers. Drake a shot. Sabera will pluck that out of the air. He's onto it for a face-off. Albers against Newroth. Newroth. Right wing circle has it stripped away by Albers. Here's Albers into the Beaver zone. Works in front. Shot. And Patterson the save, and he'll hang on to it. 4:42 to play. With Mason up 7-5. From the draw, puck in the Beaver zone. Puck cleared to center. Trying to pick it up was Brian Scott. He's checked. Here is pitcher into the Beaver zone. Trying to get the puck toward the Beaver net, and that's broken up and cleared, and it's icing on Beaver Creek. .410 to go. Face off in the Beaver zone. Puck dropped. There's a shot. And right on the save made by Patterson. He's looking for it, and he had it in his pads. It kicked out, actually. And the refs have it. Puck dropped again in the left wing circle. Kennedy chips it behind the net. Wrapping around a shot. Pad save by Patterson. .354 to play. Both teams change players with the stoppage. Ruff dumps it in the corner of the Beaver zone. It spins all the way around to along the boards to the left wing side out to center. Beavers steal it. Here's a chance, a shot. And the save made by Sabera, and that shot was by Haywood. Clock stopped, 3:26 to play. Beavers need to get on the board. Trail it by 2, 7-5 with just 3:26 to play. From the draw, Newroth wins it. Back to Smith. He's checked. Rodway clears it. And it'll be icing on Mason. Rodway takes the draw for Mason against Chase Newroth. Chase wins it. Shot from the point, and the save made by Sabera on Drake. As Hayden was knocked down right after he pulled the trigger, but he's on his feet. From the face-off again, Smith to Drake. Drake chips it in the corner. After it was Haywood and Smith. Drake trying to hold it in. Slides it behind the net. Smith has it. Centers. Rodway tried to clear it. He fanned on the clearing shot, and the Beavers get a shot away. Newroth, and it's gloved by Sabera. And we'll have another face-off. 2:48 to go. Ethan Malik will take the draw for Beaver Creek. Pitcher has it for Mason. He'll slide it in the Beaver zone at the other end. Beavers need to score again soon to have a chance. They trail at 7-5 with 2.5 minutes to play. And the Comets at the other end. Tied up by a couple of Beavers. Pitcher prodding at it. Puck tip behind the Beaver Creek net. Now shot along the left wing boards. 2 minutes to go. Beavers need to get the puck back down in this end of the rink. There's a shot wide of the Beaver net. Comets control in the Beaver Creek zone. 1.5 minutes to play. Now the puck is tipped away to neutral ice. Here come the Beavers the other way. Here is a centering pass that gets through untouched. That was by Zach Vanden Bosch. It's off the boards back the other way. Shot, pad save by Patterson with 1 minute and 7 seconds to go. Puck is dropped. 1 minute to play in the game. Here come the Beavers. There's a shot. And Newroth is able to spear that one. Or Sabera spears it out of the air on a shot by Newroth. What a save by Kanoa Sabera. Off of the Mason zone. Here's Ruff. He's checked before he can clear the puck. Beavers hold it in. Haywood centers. It gets through. Newroth trying to send it in front. It's broken up. Beaver net has been vacated for the extra attacker with 0.5 minute to go. Here come the Beavers. Shot! Score! Shotgun Drake with a hat trick. And he makes it 7-6. So both number 17s on each team have hat tricks today. Smith or James for Mason, and now Drake for Beaver Creek, and it's 7-6. And there's going to be a timeout taken by the Beavers to strategize.
Creek, 17 unassisted.
Nice goal by Hayden Drake unassisted. So the goals in this game for Mason, 3 by James, 2 by Albers. one by Ruff, one by Pitcher. And the Beaver Creek goals, 3 by Drake, 2 by Newroth, 1 by Smith. There are 27 seconds to play. Beavers talking over last minute strategy to see if they can force a tie in this game. Comets trying to kill off this last half minute. Comets back on the ice. Now the Beavers are back out. And for the face-off at center, Patterson will still be in net for the Beavers. If the Beavers get the puck down in the Mason zone, I'm sure he will quickly head off from the draw. Puck into the Beaver zone. There's a shot, and Patterson down. I don't know if he got a piece of the puck or not. There's 13 seconds left. Beavers have to get it back at this other end. 10 seconds left. 3 seconds left, and the Mason Comets are able to hang on as the Beavers get a couple of late goals to cut the lead from 3-1, but the Comets hang on by a final score of 7-6. Once again, the goal scorers in this game. The Comets, a hat trick by Andy James. Finn Albers had 2. Ruff had 1. Jeff Pitcher had 1. The Beavers, a hat trick by Hayden Drake. 2 goals by Chase Newroth. And James Smith had a goal. So the final score, once again today, the Mason Comets 7 and the Beaver Creek Beavers 6. And we will be with you next, in November?
Second week of November, November 16th.
Second week of November.
Scheduled game.
So, what's that? What is this, July?
End of July.
So
Seems
4
like
months?
forever.
3.5 months?
3.5, yeah.
So do we have any final comments from anybody?
Yes, just one from Bonnie.
From Bonnie Vanden Boss? What does she say? I can't see that.
It's nice seeing Drew and Zach on the ice together.
Nice seeing Drew and Zach on the ice. Well, it's nice to have you guys with us, spending some time on a summer Sunday afternoon watching hockey. And we appreciate you joining us. Once again, the final score today, the Mason Comets 7 and the Beaver Creek Beavers 6. In this, what we think is probably the final summer scrimmage. If there's any change to that, we'll of course let you know. But speaking for our camera operator, Craig Newroth, and our producer today, Dave Vanden Boss, Kent Jacobs, saying good afternoon, everyone, from South Metro Sportsplex. Have a good afternoon, everyone.